So this tutorial will be focused on how to do the talking animation of a manga panel on CapCut and Ibis Paint. We're gonna use this brand new animation feature on Ibis Paint. We're gonna create some frames and then we're gonna put everything on CapCut. So this is before the animation and this is after.
五条悟、私はあなたを忘れない。
So step number one, we're gonna cut out the background. You can do this with PixArt, you can do this with Background Eraser app. There's a lot of different apps that you can do this from. So for this example, we're gonna use the Magic Wand and the Eraser tool in Ibis Paint. So it's pretty simple. You're gonna click on the Magic Wand feature. Then you're gonna click on the background. This is gonna create a selection area around the character. After that, you can click on the Eraser tool and you can erase everything under the background. And then once you're done, you can remove the selection area and then just pick up the Eraser tool and just erase everything that's left. And then once everything is done, you can save as transparent PNG. So another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the image behind a green screen. So you're gonna click on the menu, you're gonna click on this icon and make sure you import a green screen image. And then after that, you're gonna drag it as the first layer. So it's gonna be behind the character. After that, you can simply save as transparent G again. So everything is done, we can move on to the next step. So now we're gonna start creating the mouth animation in Ibis Paint. We're gonna use the animation feature in Ibis Paint. So you're gonna scroll down, you're gonna choose the animation feature. You can choose any format that you want. And then for the frames per second, if you want a faster animation, you could choose up to 12. And if you want a more average, for this example, we're gonna choose 10. So now we're in Ibis Paint. Next, we're gonna import our photo and make sure it's as the first layer. So this is gonna be our first frame. As you can see, the mouth is fully open. So next up, we're gonna duplicate frame, and then we're also gonna duplicate the layer in the main menu. So now make sure you are on your second layer, your second frame right here. And next part is very important. We're gonna click on the liquefy pen, and then we're gonna click on this shrink icon right here, and then we're gonna close the mouth at the middle part. So we're gonna close it just a little bit. So all you have to do is click on the mouth, and the mouth is gonna close itself. As you can see, I'm just doing like these very gentle taps. You don't have to click hard at all. And then you can click on the strength to see if it works really well. So if it looks good, you can even choose the dragging tool, and then you can swipe up on the jaw. So it's gonna lift the jaw upwards. This is very useful for a talking animation, but make sure you don't do it too much because we don't want to. This is still the second frame. We still have one more frame to do. So as you can see, I'm testing out with the strengths. As of right now, it looks pretty good. So we can actually move on to the third frame. So now we're gonna create our third frame. So we're gonna do a similar process to the previous one. So you're gonna duplicate the frame, and then you're gonna duplicate the layer in the menu as well. So now you are on your third frame. The main goal here is to close the mouth completely. So we're gonna click on the shrink icon, and we're gonna try to close it completely by doing these gentle taps. And I'm also moving the jaw as well, just a little bit. So you can try out the strength if you want. So as you can see, it looks a little bit awkward when it comes to the mouth. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to redraw the mouth. So I'm gonna remove the mouth completely by just drawing it in white, and then I'm gonna redraw the mouth using the pen tool. This is a Jujutsu Kaisen panel, so it's a bit easier for the redraws. So yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Personally, I'm not very good at redrawing, so I just put a bunch of black bars right around his mouth, and I redrew his mouth completely. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, it doesn't look perfect, but it's not that bad. So this is gonna be our third frame. So you can click on your third frame, you can click on your second frame, and even on your first frame. You can change anything that you want about your frames. So if there's something that you want to change, there's always time to do it. So when all of your frames are ready, all you have to do is press on the play button. And now here's the magic. As you can see, the talking animation works pretty good. And you can always put more frames per second if you want a faster animation. You can put less frames if you want a slower animation. For this example, we have 10 frames per second. So now that it looks good, we're going to click on the menu. We're going to click on Save Animated Video. And then we're going to click on Save. Next up, we're gonna jump into CapCut. We're gonna be adjusting the speed of the talking animation on CapCut. So we're gonna create a new project with the video we just saved. So we're gonna go to the speed, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna improve the speed. So for this example, I put it around 2.5, and then after that, we're gonna copy the clip and we're gonna click on reverse. So now the mouth is gonna close and then it's gonna reopen again. This is gonna create the talking animation. So now we're gonna add more clips. So we're just gonna click on copy and reverse again. Just click on it over and over again. This is gonna gonna create more clips. So this is what it looks like as of right now. So now I'm gonna put the audio that I want to make the character talk, and this is what the audio looks like.
五条悟
So next up, what we gotta do, we gotta time the audio to the talking animation so it goes perfectly. So I added even more clips by pressing on copy and reverse again. So I tried a bunch of different speed to see which one looks better. So after adjusting the speed for a few minutes, this is currently what it looks like.
五条悟
Also, you can always lower the speed of the last clips. The last 2 clips, you can always lower the speed for more realistic results. So I also did the exact same process for a second audio after that.
私はあなたを忘れない
And then once everything is done, you can just save the project. And this is what it looks like.
五条悟 私はあなたを忘れない
So thank you for watching the entire video. If you want more tutorials about manga animation, there's a lot of tutorials on my channel. So if you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe if you want. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, y'all.